Hi everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial. I'm Dami of T Exclusive Couture. In today's tutorial, we'll be learning how to cut this beautiful panel dress. It's a 12 panel dress. So I'll be taking you through step-by-step process on how to draft and to cut it out. So if this is what you're looking at to learn, please stick to the end of the tutorial. For our returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. If you are joining us for the first time today, thank you for joining us. And don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have a new tutorial. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, the link will be in the description box. So don't forget to drop comments, like, and also share the tutorial. Thank you for joining us today, and let's get started. Alright, so for the drafting of the dress, I'll be using this pattern paper. So I have my shoulder line marked out. So then I'll go ahead and measure out my vertical measurement, shoulder to chest line, shoulder to bust, shoulder to under bust, shoulder to waist, shoulder to hip line. And I'm using 36 inches as the length of the dress. So once I get this now, I'm going to go ahead and extend out all of the lines as seen like this. After this, on the shoulder line, you're going to mark out your shoulder divided by 2. You mark it out on the shoulder line, and you also mark the same thing out on the chest line. Then you go ahead and connect them together. On the shoulder line, you step down by 1 inch and connect to 3 inches neck width for your shoulder slope. Then we're going to impute our bust span measurement divided by 2. You mark it on the bust line down to the waistline, and to extend down a little bit for the dart. So you impute your bust measurements. I'm using bust allocation method, so my front bust is different from the back. So I'll mark my bust measurement on the bust line to the waistline. So the difference we have here is what I'll be using as my dart allowance. So on the waistline, I impute my waist measurement divided by 4. The difference, I'm going to be dividing it on both sides of the bust span measurement, for the waist dart, and the dart is going to stop ½ inch before the bust point. My bust dart is going to be 2 inches difference in the front and the back half length. So for the under bust tightening, I will mark my under bust measurement. Then the difference also is what I'll be using for the tightening on the under bust area. So then we'll go ahead and connect the dart legs together as seen, and also you mark out the under bust tightening like that. We'll be extending the dart 4 inches below the waistline. So you just extend the dart line, then you are going to be connecting it to that point as seen like this. Once you're done with the dart now, so on the hip area, we are not going to be imputing our hip measurement. So you come to the hem of the dress, you impute your hip divided by 4. Then we are going to be adding 6 extra allowance to it and connect it to the waistline. So this is for you to flare out. So I just went ahead here to connect it together using my curve rule on the hip. So don't forget, on the hip line, we are not adding the hip measurement. You're just going to do it on the hem line divided by 4 plus 6 inches. So then we'll go to the armhole. You measure whatever you have there, divide it by 2 and go in by 1 inch and connect it to the chest line like this. Next is the neckline. So you decide on the depth of the neckline you want. I'm using 7 inches. Then I will extend the line like this. So my shoulder area from the neckline to the shoulder point, I'll divide it by 2 and connect it to my bust point like this. Then on that line, I'm going to be doing a tightening of 0.5 on both sides and also blend it into the bust point like this. After then, you go to the hem of the dress. Now you're going to measure whatever you have there and you divide it by 3. So for mine, I have about 18 inches, so I divided it. So I'm going to be doing 5.75. So I'm dividing the hem into 3 places. So the first line is going to be connecting to the dart line like this. So you go ahead and connect that first portion and connect it to the dart line like this. So you go to the waistline, whatever you have there, divide it by 2, then you connect it to the hem on the second part of the division that we did on the hemline. So you just use your rule and connect it together like this. So this is going to be a 6 pieces in the front. So to connect this to the armhole to the chest line, you just go ahead and close your bust dart and hold it down with something so that you'll be able to easily connect it together. So I just went ahead and held it down with my pin, then I connected it to the chest line as seen like this. Then you go ahead and label the pattern to avoid mismatch when you are cutting. Once you are done with that now, you just go to the neckline and mark out the scallop area. So from the neck depth, you can step down by 1 and connect it as seen like this, and also the side you blend it to the armhole area. For the down parts, you go up by like 1.5 and connect it as seen like this to have the scallop effect that we have on the hemline. So with this now, this is what the front pattern is going to look like before we cut in. Once you're able to achieve this now, you can go ahead and cut out your pattern. So if you have any question for this tutorial, you can always drop it in the comment section and I will sure to attend to this. If you are enjoying the tutorial, don't forget to give this tutorial a thumbs up, comment, and also share the tutorial. If at this point you are still yet to subscribe to my channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorial. After cutting, this is what we have here. You just place it on your fabric and add the necessary allowance to it. On the upper part, you're going to be adding a rope to use, so don't forget to add that. Let's go ahead and draft the back pattern. For the back bodies, I've gone ahead to mark out all my vertical measurements, and this is what we have here. So on the waistline, I'm going to go in by 0.75 for my sway back and connect it to the center back and also blend it into the hip line like this. So then I'm going to be inputting my bust measurement. The back bust that I have, I'm going to put it here for my back bust, and on the waistline, my waist divided by 4. Then I'm going to be adding 1 inch as that allowance for the back bodice. So I'm going to be dividing the 1 inch on both sides of the dart line like this. So that was 0.5 on both sides, and the dart will be stopping 4 inches below the waistline. So I'll go ahead and extend my dart line and go ahead to connect all the darts together as seen like this. Then the side, I'm going to be connecting from the chest line to the waist. So on the hem of the dress, like we did for the front, we are going to divide our hip by 4 inches. Then we'll be adding 6 extra inches to that part so that it's going to flare out. Then you connect that point there to the waistline as seen like this. So after connecting now, you go ahead and divide whatever you have on the hemline, you divide it into 3. That is where you are going to be having your pieces. So the first one, you are going to connect it to the dart leg like this. Then the second one, you go to your waistline, divide it by 2 and mark it. Then you are going to connect it to the second portion of what you have on the hem line. Then this line, you are going to be extending it up to the chest line. So on the center back on the chest line, you step down by ½ inch, then you connect it to the side line as seen like this. So you just go ahead and mark out the scallop as whatever way you want it for the neckline. Then you extend your dart leg to that point. So on the hem line also, you do the scallop like we did for the front. You just go ahead and do that as seen like this. Okay, so this is what the back is going to be like, and don't forget to always label your patterns, so then you go ahead to cut out your pattern. If you have any question, don't forget to drop it to the comment section, and don't forget to like, share the video. If you are yet to subscribe, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to get notified anytime we have new tutorials. So these are the pieces we have for both the front and the back. We have 3 for the front and we have 3 for the back. By the time you mirror it, you're going to be having 6 for the front and back. Go ahead and add your necessary allowances on your fabric. So thank you for joining us today. I hope you're able to learn something new. Don't forget to comment, like, and share. See you in the next class.